Welcome to Hotline TV, everybody. I'm John Mercurio.
And I'm Amy Walter. All right, John, it's going to be that time of the year. It's almost August. That means recess for Congress. And even though we're not really having interesting vacations, apparently President Obama is. That means it's time for the Hotline, our annual summer vacation guide.
Oh, good times.
I think that President Bush appreciated it. Big fan of the show. Our suggestions for him.
He did. Last year when he went to Crawford.
Right, which he always did. He didn't take up our suggestion maybe to go to the beach somewhere. But anyway, Barack Obama, I think, is willing to hear us out. So, John, what should he be doing this summer?
We've got a couple of ideas for things that he may or may not do. So let's just run through them quickly. My first idea is he's got this new dog,
Bo,
as we know. He may want to buy that dog a blue dog whistle, if you know what I'm saying. And the reason he may want to buy that whistle is because it's a whistle that he can communicate with which he can communicate only with the blue dog, but not with the rest of the Democrats.
So in a secret high frequency?
A secret high frequency that only is audible to the blue dogs in the Democratic caucus. Clearly, over the past week or so, we have seen one of the biggest divides in Democratic caucus politics in recent memory. Now you've got liberals on the health care bill, furious, saying they're not going to vote for the health care bill that came out of the Energy and Commerce Committee. There's actually more liberals in the caucus than there are blue dogs. So this could actually be a bigger
right, but
problem
without the blue
for
dogs,
caucus.
As they say, you got to go where the votes is, and you don't have the votes if you don't have blue dogs.
But you also don't have, if you got 50 or 60 of them in the liberal progressive caucus
who say
we're not going to vote
right,
for
but
it.
who has the most at stake? When all said and done, are liberals really willing to deep six an issue that they feel so passionate about, that they've been working on? Many of them have been in Congress for many years. This is as close as they've ever gotten to have a bill. Are they willing to sacrifice that?
And
I'd
are
say
there
no.
and are there Republicans who will come on board if they think that the bill is going conservative?
I don't think so.
There may be a few.
Maybe, but if you only had 8 on climate change, you had 0 on stimulus.
Right.
Maybe 5 is the maximum you get.
We'll see. All right.
My suggestion.
Yes.
Now I know that it's difficult when you're at the beach, as he will be on Martha's Vineyard. You don't have pants necessarily. You're not wearing things with pockets necessarily.
I've always
He's
got
wearing
pants.
well. Sometimes bathing suits don't have pockets.
Okay.
But I think maybe he should get one of those keychain holders.
Okay.
So he does not forget his keys at home.
Why?
You know how awkward. Think how awkward. We know how awkward it is. You forget your keys. You try to get in your front door. Next thing you know, the cops
police
are there.
show up. Yeah.
And then a fight escalates. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Well, I, as a matter of fact, have. In fact, Obama
Maybe
said
there's
himself,
racially profiling you.
Obama said, and he will be in Massachusetts.
Oh.
Right. But Obama said just the other day himself, at least he won't be at the White House when he's on Martha's Vineyard, because if he lost his keys at the White House, he of course would be shot.
All right.
by his
so
own.
just remember, around the neck. Don't try to get in. Certainly don't try to go in through a window either.
Here is another suggestion, and it's not really even suggestion, it's just a prediction of what he will do. Clearly, this is a man who loves beer. I'm predicting he's going to spend a hell of a lot of time drinking beer, going to beer tastings, of which there are a few good ones up on Martha's Vineyard in some of these towns.
I'm a big Harpoon fan.
And
the
reason I'm predicting that is because this is clearly a man who loves beer. Why else would he come up with such an inane request as to bring Henry Louis Gates and James Crowley down to the White House, except that he's just looking for some drinking buddies?
It's true. Remember on the campaign when he looked pained when he had to drink that Yingling? So maybe he needs to expand his horizons a little bit and find that beer that he really wants. To find that all-American brew, so to speak.
We'll mix in a little Red Stripe, a little Blue Moon, and a little Bud Light, and then you've got Red Light and Blue.
So good.
It's a good one, isn't it?
All right. Finally, there was a little criticism from some folks that taking a picture of the president without his shirt on was maybe inappropriate.
I didn't criticize that.
I don't think it's a bad idea. Look, people love to see their president looking like the rest of us. Now, to be fair, most men of that age, when they take their shirt off, don't look that good.
Oh.
So, just saying. I've spent some time at some beaches recently, and I'll tell you a couple things. One, There are a lot of tattoos out there.
There are.
And two, not a lot of washboard apps.
I think one of the biggest growth industries in this country, on a separate topic, is the tattoo removal industry. Clearly, I mean, this is
going to be a big problem. But he doesn't have either one of those things. So it may be somewhat intimidating, but I think, again, he needs to look like one of the people, right?
Sure.
He's just like us. He's with the kids. They're romping on the beach. He's not worried about looking like he's better than us, right?
Indeed.
Just putting his shorts on, drinking his beer, having the key around his neck. Just an average American on vacation.
And his whistle.
And
his whistle. Don't forget.
Dog whistle, because of the blue dogs.
Like there's a bow dog.
Bodog.
Bodog, blue dog, same thing. All right. Well, there are our predictions or our suggestions for President Obama and his vacation. We hope you're watching today. I know you're busy, but if you do get a chance to watch the show, hope you take these suggestions. That's all the time we have for Hotline TV. Have a great day.